Hello, YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is Pinstar Plays Mars Horizon, Episode 7. So, in our last episode, we got a couple of our, not our milestone missions going. In fact, we're a little lagging behind on that. But we are doing pretty well when it comes to, getting the manned missions going. So we're lunging for the orbital EVA here. Let me just make sure we are on the correct one here. Sometimes I realize I loaded from the autosave. But yeah, this was just 1 month ahead. All right, fair enough. So we have our orbital EVA. We now just need to do a so we got the multi-crew orbit. We were first for that. We can start that. We don't have a mission slot available. America. Wow. Okay. Looks like we're getting beat to the orbital EVA. I didn't realize people were this far ahead of the game. Well, that's pooish, but I guess we can't win them all. And I do think we have a couple of things coming due, so we can at least start them. Yeah, we got a couple of our flyby missions here. Contractor effects, that's fine. Launch reliability is fine. Payload reliability, launch reliability. That's still a really good launch reliability. There we go. Solar Observatory, highly publicized mission. Yeah, our that's a really low payload thing here, but at least the launch should be good, so we should be all right. I don't think I've actually done a payload mission with that low of a reliability on the payload itself. All right, the Impravid. Let's see if we can get this lark off the ground and hopefully not embarrass ourselves. Good conditions. Okay, that pushes the critical failure rate down to 1%. I'm happy with that. That is as good as we're going to get. I mean, we could push it to 99%, but even at 99% reliability, there's still the 1% critical failure rate. So, yeah. But the fact that we shrunk down the window of like half failure is a good thing. Because with a weak payload, yeah, that's gonna be kind of iffy there. All right, the Adrian and the Delta, excellent. Yeah, we're gonna want to do this manually because with this kind of a payload, all right, 3, 3, and 3 is the minimum, and I do think we are working with the lower one, so. And 6, 6, and 6 is what we need for the big bucks here. All right, so yeah, 55% failure rate. So we're going to be burning power like crazy. So we want to use power as little as possible for these. So we do one of those, and then I think 2 of these, one of those gives us 5 of these. As much exchanging of materials that don't involve power is going to be our big thing, because we're going to be burning power left and right. Just patching up the failures of this payload. Well, all right. I'm happy to be poetically proven wrong in this manner. There we go. That's more like it. Of course, that would have failed on a good payload. If we reduce it by 1. Actually, I think I'm okay with that. Because we need to not do too much with the power. All right, because if we do that, then we can bounce it back to here. That gives us 6 of those. And then, yeah, actually we can bounce it back to here again. Yeah, we just keep bouncing between these two. And I think we'll be okay. And then that lets us keep the power in reserve. to fix these problems. So yeah, we need to resist that because it's giving us a harsher penalty. Now I don't know if it's like a random chance of it giving us a harsher penalty, or if we have a certain number of failures in a row. Yeah, see, this is just a little minor penalty. I'm going to accept that, but we're going to keep our powers to resist when it decides to just completely trash us with the penalty. Woohoo! That was a close one. Okay, 2 turns remaining. And we do need to make sure we're above the minimums here. So we do that. Although if we do this, we get 6 out of the deal. And then we do some of that. No, it's still better with this because we're going to need to go dabbling into this anyway. Yeah, because then, with the 9, then that gives us another 3, and then we're good for the last turn. Whoa! 100%? I'll take it. Never seen us roll 100. And then a 96. Okay. Yeah, who needs payroll liability when you roll like this? Will cost an additional 1. Yeah, we'll accept. Okay, so, yeah, we do this, and that gives us 6, 6, and 6, which means we can just juice the power on our last actions and then just brute force it regardless of what we roll. Including a 2. We can brute force a 2. There we go. Nothing to it. And that, I think we were doing some training for the bonus. So our rep on that is going to be sky high. And our funding review should be just around the corner. So that works out nicely. Yeah, funding review is in 4. All right. Let's plan out our orbital EVA. Get this going as quickly as possible. What's the deal here? So we got 3 different phases here, all 3 of which involve comms. So let's get the comms module because, yeah, we want the comms module. All right, Venus Impactor. Yeah, let's do the Centaur C. The Atlas. Let's think funding time versus reliability. We got the Delta rocket here, but we don't really need the Delta rocket. What's cheaper? 722. I mean, the Adrian is actually probably a little bit better. The reliability is maybe a little iffier, but we are already not in first place for this, and we already boosted the Adrian, so why not? And you know what? I realized that of all of our named name and game rockets that we launched, the one that blew up Airtees, I redid, but the other one that blew up, I think it was Jetstream. We never redid that one. So let's give you another go, Jetstream. All right, and then the Mars flyby, we're almost ready. So let's see. Base launch is fine. Base payload is fine. Base science and base support. Let's go base science. Oh. Okay. Did we have like a... Yeah, no, why is all of this suboptimal? I guess the launch windows are a little bit different when it comes to like hitting the other planets. So let's go back. Let's go to launch reliability here, and we'll plan it for November with the thing to limp into December if November's weather is bad. That's about as good as we're gonna get. All right, I think we're good. Aeronautics Engineering Lab. Yeah, we want the what, I gotta need to remind myself what we were doing with these. No, research. Aeronautics and Research Lab. Vehicles tree versus robotics, which gives us the missions review. You know what? I kind of want more on the missions side of things. If we're gonna be getting into that, or we could just do missions a little bit more aggressively here. But we could also do the crewed moon landing. That actually might be our... Now, we do need to get through here. Let's do... Yeah, you know what? We're gonna do this to Mariner to moon landing, because we did dare people that we would do the moon landing first. So getting first in that category is a little bit more... Yeah. Orbital EVA. We got beat to it. All right, Mars flyby. And China's kind of in the beating us to it too. But let's give it a try. Oof, bad conditions. Let's limp. We'll limp into the next date. All right, mission training bonus, that's a good one. And then payload reliability. All right, we just need some halfway decent weather. That's some halfway decent. That is literally halfway decent weather, because like the maximum positive bonus you can get, I think, is 10%. So it is literally halfway decent. Let's do it. All right, is this Jetstream? I think this is Jetstream. Please don't blow up on me, Jetstream, again. I think we're good. And we're out of the yellow. We're into the green. Excellent. 10% payload reliability. Fantastic. For our first Mars flyby. Yeah, there we go. Get the Adrians boosted up. The Centaur C. Yeah, this is some good XP for our other missions here. All right, now this is a multi-phase mission here. Enter Mars transfer orbit. So we got to get 5 nav and 5 thrust. Now, yeah, at the end of each turn, we lose 1 thrust. So we basically just want to make sure we get all the thrust we can get in one fell swoop. So the best way to get this is to get a lot of comms. Actually, this is controlled burn is literally the only source of thrust in this thing here. So we have to build up comms. So we do 2 comms. Now I don't want to actually start building up thrust early. All right, you know what? No, here's it's less efficient on paper, but it's more efficient overall. If we do 2 power for 2 data, we just brute force some data. That opens up the trajectory optimization, which then feeds us some of this, but more importantly, it feeds us 6 of these. And then we can start, let me see. Yeah, 6 comms. And then these 2, solar flare analysis will give us plenty of data, which we can then burn for more nav and for more of this too. Yeah, I think that is the correct answer here. I mean, it pains me to do that inefficient of a first move, but I think that will pay off for us in the long run. Yeah, boost transmission. Yeah, these are some critical early ones, so we're going to need to make sure that these go off properly, which they do. That makes me happy. And then, yeah, we lose 1 thrust, but that's okay. All right, now, I think we're going to need to start thrusting, and we can afford to lose 2 turns worth of thrust. Because then, yeah, that gives us some of that, so we can do some of that. That gives us 4 data. The data then gives us some navs. And then we can get more navs, and more of that, and then more thrust, and then more. And yeah, basically bounce between these 3 until we win. And then we've got enough power to back up in case our module does less well. Ooh, I'm glad we got that 10% payload enhancement thingy. That worked out in our favor. So did that. I'll take all the bonuses we can get. 5 data? All right. I don't actually know if we can use an odd number amount of data, but I ain't gonna complain. All right, and then we lose one thrust, but that's okay. We knew that was coming. So then we do that, and then we do that. No, what are we missing? All right, so that gets us where we need to go, technically speaking. That gets us really where we need to go. And then we can just brute force with some power in the last one. Because then, yeah, we'll bleed off one thing in the next round, but that's okay. Yeah, that works out perfectly. Will cost an additional 1. That's actually fine. Because that was the bonus one that I didn't know what I was going to do with anyway. So that's what it'll do. Oh, hey, that works. No complaints there. Alright, we got all the thrust we need, and even when we bleed off 1, we'll be fine. And then, yeah, we just brute force the navigation and we're done. There we go. Now that's just phase 1, and because this is the Martian one, it takes time. Like we don't move on to the next phase immediately. So yeah, in 8 months is going to be our next phase for the Mars flyby. Venus Impactor. What do we got here? Launch reliability is... Oh yeah, the mission training bonus. Yeah, science please. Because we're going to milk this one. We're already going to be second place for this, but... The vehicle mission training bonus? Hang on. Oh, so it has to be launch reliability for us to take advantage of this. Well, we might as well. Yeah, we can go into an optimal here and then limp into another one later. Fair enough. All right, Gemini is almost complete. Budget review. Yeah, we gained a crap ton. But not enough to go to the next tier. It gets more and more, you need more and more support. All right, Gemini, supplementary build time. Supplementary. What you talking about, Willis? Supplementary. Delta K, or the Titan 2. Let's go for Titan. Then we could do the Atlas. That's a good reliability. You do Titan 2, Titan 2. And then do we want a different support? 50%. No, let's keep it normal here. That works. All right, Mars orbit research complete. So let's get the Mariner 8 payload because we want to just blitz this so that we can beeline for the crewed moon landing. We're going to probably have to pick up a couple of extra things, but then from there I'm okay like taking the loss on a couple of others. All right, Venus Impactor. Great launch and decent payload reliability. It is raining. Bad conditions. Let's push it. Push it real good. We just push it to one thing, and now that gives us the 99. And it's not like we're going to lose our lose face here or lose our chances here. We're not going to slip into like third place or anything like that. And I'll take second place. And now we're at the best launch reliability we can get. Excellent conditions. Yeah, even at 99 with excellent conditions, this is literally the most perfect setup. Still a 1% failure. Hopefully the math doesn't like roll over to the back end and it's like, oh, so many positive modifiers, therefore we must roll it into negatives. There is apparently an achievement for blowing up a rocket when you have a 99% reliability. And just unluckily hitting that 1% that's baked into the launch chance. That's as good as we're going to get. And yeah, extra reliability for these for the later missions. Most welcome. And yeah, Venus Impactor, this is going to be the same idea as the Mars one. This is going to be a multi-phase mission. All right, and I think we're working with the same set of tools here too, so we may approach this with the same strategy, although we need comms this time. Last time we didn't need comms. And our comms isn't, we didn't actually go with the comms module here. The comms equivalencies aren't as good. So yeah, we go for the brute force again. We use the brute force for comms and nav. And then comms and nav turn into more data, which can then turn into more of everything else. We do need lots of comms here, but the 1 data, 1 nav for 4 comms is still a healthy exchange. So I'll take it. Yeah, no, we need to resist that because that otherwise puts the kibosh on the rest of our turn. Ooh, all right, I'll take that. An additional 1. All right. Well, that's certainly useful. Yeah, we need 6, 6, and 8. And again, we don't want to start the thrusting until we actually don't want to start the thrusting until the turn we are absolutely ready for it. Because 1 thing of decay will require another thing of thrusting. So we're going to need, and we absolutely need to hit that, 2 turns of that and then done. So we got to plan around that. So let's, if we do that, we'll get tons of comms. This will give us more nav and more comms. We're going to burn. We need to end at a, we need to actually be at a 10 comms, before the final turn, both to hit the 6 here and also to burn them into that. Actually, we can win on this one, depending on how our power situation looks. We might need to stall a turn, just charge the battery. But if we go this, well, let's see how this turn hashes out. Yeah, we're going to need to spend a turn charging the battery. But that's okay. We have turns to burn. Yeah, we got to resist that, otherwise that nixes the other action. Okay, so here's what we do. We use this 1 turn to do nothing but charge the battery. Hear me out. Because we're gonna do 1, 2. That gets us to that and that. We just need to brute force 2 of these, and we're golden. And we have 2 power to cover for mishaps in case we have bad rolls. And yeah, now we can just brute force resist the other 2 if they both happen to fail. We only needed 1. Didn't need the extra power anyway, but that's fine. Got it right at the end, but hey, we got it. I ain't gonna complain. And yeah, so now we need to wait for this thing to cook. All right, so we're good on that front. And I think we're doing pretty well here. So I think I'm going to put a stop in here. So if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya!